Have read books that teach Black girls to be resilient, strong, and independent, and it's mostly from writers like Chimamanda Adichie and Maya Angelou. So when I was gifted this book about Black girls, I couldn't wait to dig in and unfold the goodies that were locked inside. Welcome to Naijatutors Konnect. Okay, I'm not a fan of poetry because the language can be a bit complicated, especially if I have a short time to read and just pass the book on. But when I flipped the first pages of Queens in Training, the beautiful illustrations of Black girls, most of whom were dressed in different African costumes, warmed my heart, and I had to pin myself on my sofa to read all I can. Moyosore Sadiq-Soneye is a poet who doesn't hold back from expressing her voice whenever she can. She's also a mother of 3 girls, and as a Black woman living in Canada, Moyosore had to adapt to the new environment, climate, and, people. It wasn't so easy for her girls as well, and they would come home with stories about school life, and these stories weren't so pleasant. Since Moyosore could only help her girls through the hard times of settling in Canada, she thought of a brilliant idea to help other Black girls as well. And that was how she was inspired to write her first poem collection, Queens in Training. Now, Moyosore didn't only make this book appealing to the eye. I went the whole day reading and grasping every detail as if someone was gonna come snatch it away from me. Let's talk about the book. This book uses everyday conversational language that's easy to read by anyone, including kids. And Moyosore used a couple of literary devices like simile, here, and here as well. And that was to drive home the message that Black girls are compared to priceless assets. You see, Queens in Training is much more than a brilliant book with inspirational content for Black girls. The 12 short poems are relatable as well. You could tell from the book that Moyosore wrote her own story and helps the Black girls in the world to find their own voice. The first poem, Dearest Black Girls, is a 17 lines letter that Moyosore wrote to all the Black girls, and she tells them to stand tall and unstoppable because they're beautiful and bold every day. She even goes further to remind Black girls that they are rare like assets, and it's only because it's in their DNA. Oh, I love that. Now, Black girls have been taught to bleach their skin white, wear straight hair, and change their accent so they can be accepted in society. But somehow, Moyosore lets the reader know that they are perfect today and every day, and that's all that matters, right? Of course. Now, as a distraction to validate her stance, Moyosore tells her own story in poem 2. She narrates how her girls have been bullied in school because of the color of their skins, how she managed to leave past the horror immigrant families face in a new place, and how Black girls can achieve her exact same results. Although I haven't really experienced what it's like to be in a country that's filled with other races, but Moyosore brilliantly took my mind on a trip to her world, and reading this book made me realize that I was a strong Black woman who didn't need any validation to prove my worth. As I read through Queens in Training, I stumbled on a poem that made my eyes pop. You see, for the past decades, the stories about the history of the Black people have been modified and altered, and sometimes it's hard to figure out which story is right and which one is wrong, especially now that the internet is filled with a bunch of content on African culture and history. And Moyosore captures it here, where she points out that most of the stories about Black history have been actually altered. She also tells Black girls to dig into their own history so they can have access to what's true about their culture and spread it around the world. Now, one thing I love about this book are the words of affirmation, which you'll find after every poem. Then there are long lists of vocabularies that will help you learn new words and some puzzles to help you relax after every reading session. Now, this book is perfect for adults and kids, and some of the illustrations like these ones will make you proud of your Black heritage. Queens in Training may be short and snappy, but there are stories in it that will make your brows sweat. Some stories will make you smile, and others will have you looking at the mirror all day. And it's all part of what makes this book magical. Queens in Training is now selling on Amazon, so click on the link in the description box to buy it for yourself and the Black people in your life. If you have a book you want us to review, hit the email link in the description box to get started. And if you're new here, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we post a new video. See you next time!